A pool of blood remains outside this 24-hour restaurant on Eglinton West near Oakwood after a shooting overnight that police describe as showing a blatant disregard for human life. 6 people were sent to hospital in the drive-by, but miraculously all of them survived. Surveillance video from across the street records what appears to be 8 to 10 gunshots at about 2 a.m. The victims were all outside Spence's Bakery, which was open at the time, but police say it's quite possible they were standing under the overhang simply to get out of the rain. Police believe this was a gang-related shooting, but they say the owner has no gang affiliations. He and his good friend were sitting at the back when the shots rang out.
We were sitting there, Luxley. I sit there. The first one, and the rest go boom, 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 boom.
It's not clear how many people were outside at the time of the shooting or inside the restaurant, but there are numerous bullet holes in the door and window and TV. Police say this was a targeted but opportunistic attack. The suspects, who were in a dark SUV, had been driving in one direction and pulled a U-turn, presumably after spotting their intended victim.
So you've got to realize now you've got 6 people huddling together out of the rain. When the vehicle drives by, opens up on the crowd that's standing there, obviously for one of the targets or their intended targets, which resulted in multiple casualty as a result of that drive-by.
The victims sustained serious but non-life-threatening injuries. All were expected to be released from hospital today. The 5 men and 1 woman range in age from 30 to 69, which leads investigators to conclude the suspect or suspects shot into the crowd indiscriminately.
We're seeing the brazen disregard for public safety, the safety of the citizens of Toronto. And like has been said before by our chief and our command and our service members, is that we will bring these people to justice. One way or another, we will find them.
This was not the only shooting last night. Less than 3 hours later in North York, a 50-year-old man was shot and killed as he sat in his vehicle on Stylecroft Drive. Police say this too was targeted. These incidents are part of a disturbing uptick in gun crime in Toronto, which has seen a 16% increase over last year. Officials say the pandemic is just one of the factors causing the increase.
There's been gang violence in the city for years that has not been fully addressed, and I suspect that this is an example of that.
Matt Lowe is calling on government to address the root causes of youth violence and what draws people into the gang culture. The mayor agrees.
I would again appeal to the Government of Canada to help us and to help cities across Canada by delivering the anti-gun violence initiatives promised earlier this year before the COVID-19 pandemic struck.
Police are requesting the public's assistance in both these cases. You are asked to call investigators if you have any information. On Eglinton West, I'm Pam Seatle, City News.